Okay, we're going to start a bold new adventure. This is my custom Americana Telecaster, and it's got the original pickups. This is a Squire Affinity's Telecaster that was white, and I'm going to change the electronics in this. I've got a new set that I bought. I need to take out the old stuff and start from scratch and insert the new. I've got instructions for wiring, and to be able to do this, I believe, and that is today's ambitious project. Okay, we're back again, and what we've got before us is the things we're going to do. We're going to put this new pickup on the back of this American flag, and I'm going to have to remove this pickguard so that I can do that. One of the things I was hoping I'd be able to do is to do this without taking the strings off, but I can't because we've got to take this out and replace this pickup as part of the project. And we're going to replace the control section, because that's where all the new exciting stuff is happening. So the first thing we've got to do is remove the pickguard. So that's what we're going to do. Geez, I went out to get my screwdriver and I came back without it. Not too swift. Be right back. Don't go. All right, now we got our screwdriver. The one lucky thing is this pickup doesn't have any screws mounted to it here. It's mounted down to the bottom. So that'll make getting this pickguard off easy. Treatment. All right, so let's see what happens if we lift this up. We should be able to lift it right out of there. There we are. You see, now this pickup is screwed right in, so that's not going to be of any real benefit at all there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is take out the new pickguard. Well, there's screws in there too, isn't that nice? And we're going to separate the new pickup from this pickguard, and he really insulated this well. I'm going to do the same thing. So that's actually that's the next thing that we'll do is get the tape. We'll try to return the favor, so to speak. Okay. So let's do that. That's going to be the first piece of business, is we'll put some grounding material on the back of the pickguard. All right, we got the shielding done on the back of the flag. I ran out of shielding tape, so I used what I could and did the best I could. We got pretty good coverage. So that should be all right. That's going to be nice. So the next thing we've got to do is take this off of here and move it to the other pickguard. So now we're going to place this in here. And this is Golden Age. So we've got to place that in there. And then we got to put the rubber piece back in. And then we got to start this down that trail. And that's going to go in there. So the next thing we've got to do is remove the old one. This one here, we're going to take that off. We're going to take the strings off. So I guess there's no way to keep putting it off. I don't have it quite all the way out, I guess. All right, there we go. Now that's all the way off. That's the old one. We should still be able to slip this out. And see, this has got foam on the back to allow it to compress. Not quite as good as the other thing. Oh, that shielding in here is terrible. All right, so the next thing we've got to do is get ready to remove this. So let's put those screws back out of the way. And then we'll disconnect that. That'll give us access down here to the control wires. We've got to remove the pickup jack too. Get that out. Let's take a break for a minute. We'll get the strings off. We'll release this. We'll release the jack and get that out of there, because we're essentially going to start new with all this stuff to put this down correctly. Because I've got a whole replacement little army here. Okay, here's the new controller, pre-wired, all set up with a 5-way, or a 3-way, I should say. But it's got orange drops and stuff. This should be a much better sounding piece. And then we've got a new jack and wire to hook this up. And there's a diagram for all of this stuff. And that's the bottom pickup is here. So let's keep all the new stuff together. Try not to get confused with what's new and what's old. New stuff, new stuff, new stuff. Let's put all the new stuff together. Okay, be right back. All right, we've got the strings loose up top. Next thing we're going to do is take this off. There's 5 screws here. Oops. I'll hold this in place. I'll try to get these guys out. And then we've got to replace the pickup and cut things away. I'm going to finish taking these screws out and we'll be right back, okay? All right, so I just finished taking the screws out, and we should be able to just lift this up. And there's a couple of wires coming from this pickup, and there's a grounding wire here. All right, that grounds the rest. Everything has to be in contact and be grounded. Otherwise, nothing works very well. Here. Let's disconnect the pickup. Last screw holding this one in. And that will essentially free the base plate from the guitar bridge. Okay, so there's the bridge free. All right, and that's that. This is all old stuff. That's all coming out. But the next thing that we could do is we can put this into the plate. There's the screws for this pickup. So these can go into this. So we can start putting this back together already. There's only one way it goes. So that's that. So let's get the new screws and the new rubbers to go in here. And then we got to spin around and get the other one to go in. All I want to do is catch a couple of threads. There they go. Okay, so we're good there. Tight. All right. So that's that. And we got the grounding wire we're going to continue to use from that one. And then this is going to sit back in there. All right, so the next thing we've got to do is cut some things away. All right, now we're back. We're starting to cut away stuff. I already cut off one of the pickups from there. Now I'm putting the wires through for the pickup from the bridge. All right, and I still got the grounding wire, the original ground wire coming from the bridge. I may just reuse that to simplify. We'll see. There. Then the next thing we're going to do is disconnect the bridge pickup, the neck pickup from here. I'm going to leave these wires long because maybe I could use these pickups somewhere else, although I don't think so. So let's cut this ground away. Let's cut this white away. So those guys come out and goes with the old shit. And these guys are going to get unwound. And we're going to send these through the hole there to replace the neck pickup. And we just got to figure out how to do the soldering for these things. All right. So we're going to send these guys through together. We'll give them a little twist. That was pretty simple. And those are going to come through that way. Except you got to get the pickup right. Now this pad we're done with, I believe. So I think I could even just put this in place like that, because we're done messing with that altogether now. Because that's done. That part is done. That's what these two wires are. So we got to figure out where to solder those two. And then we've got to decide if we're going to put a new ground wire in from the bridge. This one under here. But I think that one's already there. And I think I'm just going to cut that away and leave this with a knot so that I know that it's for the bridge. All right? That's the bridge one. So that, actually, I think now I could put that back into place because we're done with that. That's the new one. And then I got the, now I may unsolder this back connection. Oh, there it goes. And now we've got to do the white side, and that's free. All right. So that was pretty good. All right, I think this is free now. Okay, so the controller's out of there. That's the old controller. I don't think I'd ever use that again anywhere because I wouldn't know how to wire the damn thing anyway. Let's put that over with the old stuff, and then we'll start reading diagrams and figure out what to do with the new stuff. I think first of all I'll screw the plate back down again and put things done where they're done. See if I can get this guy in. Just loosey-goosey. What we've got to do is the real work. The real work is figuring out what the hell goes to what. All right. one more screw over here. Okay, so that's that. That does the basic work. Now we got to figure out the rest of the wiring. And see what the hell we need to do here. This is the neck pickup. No, this is the bridge. This is the neck. This is the ground wire from the bridge, and this is from the, what do you call that thing? The jack. All right, so we got to hook up the jack. So now we got to read the diagram and figure out what the hell we really need to do here. So I got to cut down some of this wire. So now I've got to do my homework. I got diagrams. I got to figure out what the hell goes to what. Okay, so we got to do our homework now. All right, back in a minute. Okay, so now we're getting ready to make the connections. This is the front pickup. It's going to solder onto there. All right, and then this white wire is going to solder onto this connection right there. So we're going to cut this one down also, because I don't need that much wire on there. And then we'll trim it off a little. And then we're going to tin this stuff up. And then we're going to tin up the connecting posts. So let's bring the solder gun over. We've got some solder ready to go here. We'll tin up this guy. We'll tin up this guy. And then we'll tin up this wire. And then we'll tin up this wire. Good, now those are ready to go. Now let's start over here. And we'll see if we can pass this through. And then solder that down. Nice. Well, that's not very nice, is it? And then we've got this other one. We're going to have this come over this way. And we'll see if we can get this in to go through. That's good. Let's see if we can throw a little bit more solder on here. Just to get it to stay better. Great. Great job, Steve. That one looks good. That one looks good, I think. Let's get some more solder out. Okay, so that's those two. Now then, look and see what we do with the blacks. And the blacks are going to go onto the volume pot. So we'll get these guys together. And we'll just twist them together and join them together. And make them into one joint. Because that's what Dave says to do. So then we gotta pull off some of this stuff. And make these two wires into one. And put one solder joint onto there. So let's take and we'll tin these. That, and then we'll put a piece of solder here in the middle of the other piece, and now we should be able to just lay this in here and make that all one joint. Like that. That on there. All right, so that's those guys. Now what else have I got? Is that all I gotta do? Oh, and I gotta solder the connector, the jack. And then I think we're done. Where's my output jack? There's the output jack. And then here's the wiring diagram for the output jack. Okay, we see that. Now let's move over this way. Time out. All right, so I just trimmed these down a little bit. I forgot to turn the camera back on. And now what we're going to do is trim the jack wires to expose that stuff so we can solder them in. There's the white. And now we'll get the black off. Okay, that's that. All right, so if we look at the diagram, the white sleeve, the white one goes on the bottom, and the negative, the black goes on top. So let's bring some cover under here. And let's do a little tinning. So we're going to tin this guy. And that's where the white wire is going to go. And this side is where the grounding wire is going to go. If we can get the silly thing to stay still. that's pretty good. And now we got to tin both of these wires. That's good. And then we'll get the other one over here, the white. Try to get it tinned up. That's good too. All right, so let's get ready for the future. We'll pull out a little solder. All right, so we want the white to go on the bottom. So I'm going to spin these around, turn this way, and that's what we want. The white lug goes on the white wire goes to the bottom lug. Let's bring this in a little tighter. Get the black one the hell out of the way. Let's see if we can open this up and put the wire through the hole. That's good. That might be a little too good. I've got to get this around so I can get the black wire through as well on its hole. Now the white wire I don't like. I gotta bend that a little bit. It's sticking right into the middle of the socket. I don't think that's gonna work out too well. I might have to unsolder that and move it back. Yeah, I think I do. Let's unsolder this a bit. Move this around some. Oh, that's better. If it'll stay like that, we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. I think that'll be fine. So that's that. What do I do with my solder? I think I'll add a little bit more to the black side. That's good. I think that's very good. I could put a little bit more on the white side, but it's just gilding the lily now, I think. All right, that's good. I don't know what the hell else we could do to make it any better. That's good. I think we're done. What I got to do now is put the jack connector on this side. We want this stuff. Oops. Gotta go on the right way, dummy. Shit, it's too small. There we go, here we go. Now we're on there. Now let's see if we can put that washer on. All right, I'm just going to put these screws in and we'll give it a test run. We'll see if it'll play. Should be it. The proof in the pudding. Well, it's not looking good. Something is wrong. I'm not sure what I did wrong, but I'm pretty sure something's wrong. I'm not getting any sound. Unless the volume's down. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think we're alive. I didn't have the volume up. It's working just fine. I had the volume down. We're good. We're good as good. We're better is terrific. Now we just got to get enough of this wire out of the way that I can lay these things down easily enough. I think it's a done deal. So that's how that's going to look. We tested the pickups and the pickups work. So we followed the instructions of Mr. Riley, Mike Riley, from Rock and Rollin' Guitars on Reverb. This is his set of Texas pickups. So I'm just going to string this up and we'll see how well it plays in real life. All right, so I think we're able to save the strings, which is good, and then we'll hit it. Everything's good. I got to set the pickup heights because they're down and different than what they would be, and we'll be ready to go. Be back in a minute once I get started. All right, so now we're just setting the pickup heights. I've done a little bit, and that one is just a little. That's okay. I think the back one is still too low. A little low, okay? So we got to get a tune and tune, and then we'll go play. All right? So actually, it come out pretty good. Let's get this thing dusted off, cleaned up, and we'll play the guitar, because that's what we did all this stuff for, to play the guitar. To a D, I believe. All right, so we're tuned up. How do I do with that? It's gonna be cool. Okay, so let's go in the other room. We'll sit down. Okay. Now let's see here. Oh, we get comfy. We'll check out everything. pickups. Very nice. That's a Texas pickup. Wow, wicked nice. Very nice. And we did it. Thank you very much, Mike Riley. Very good. All right. We'll take a break. We'll be back. That's the new Americana. New, it's the one I had before. But it's the Americana with the new pickups. Real ones. Instead of the cheap Squire jobs that were in there. Great looking guitar. Great sounding guitar. All right, so there it is, all done. And I keep saying these are Texas pickups, but they're not Texas. They're vintage vibe. Golden age. Golden age vintage vibe pickups that were assembled for me by Mike Ryan off of Reverb. Put them together. All I had to do was a little bit of soldering that I think I showed you, and I just showed you how well it plays. Came out really good. Really nice sound. What a difference. Big booming sound. Really cool. Really cool. Thank you, Mike Ryan. Riley. Not Ryan. Riley. I got to clean up a little bit, and this job is now done. The Americana is big time with golden age vintage vibe golden age pickups. Wicked good. Thank you.